Carrie Underwood completely broke down this week while trying to record her own radio show. She wasn't just a little choked up, she was so overcome with emotion that she later had to apologize to her listeners, saying, "Sorry, I cried my way through it, but you just can't lose somebody like that without a few tears." This week, Carrie is using her SiriusXM channel, Carrie's Country, to honor someone she called a close friend, a man responsible for some of her biggest hits and most important songs of her entire career. And as she recorded the tribute, she was incredibly emotional. This all stems from the devastating news that rocked Nashville back on September 18th. The country music world was stunned by the loss of legendary songwriter Brett James, who was tragically killed alongside his wife and stepdaughter in a plane crash in North Carolina. Authorities reported that the aircraft, which was registered to James, crashed near an elementary school in Franklin, North Carolina, shortly after taking off from Nashville. If you don't know the name Brett James, I guarantee you know his music. The man was an absolute monster in the writing room, penning an incredible 27 number one hits. His story is wild. He actually dropped out of medical school to chase a solo career back in the 90s. When that didn't take off, he signed a songwriter's deal, but decided to go back to med school. He just kept writing songs on the side to fulfill his contract, and that side gig exploded. He ended up writing massive hits like When the Sun Goes Down for Kenny Chesney, The Truth for Jason Aldean, and Something Bad for Miranda Lambert. He wrote for everyone: Tim McGraw, Chris Young, even Bon Jovi and the Backstreet Boys. But his most powerful connection was with Carrie Underwood. Brett James was the man who co-wrote Jesus Take the Wheel. He was a core part of her sound from the very beginning. He was also behind hits like Cowboy Casanova, Something in the Water, Church Bells, and Love Wins. They weren't just colleagues, they were close friends who even sang together at church. So when he passed last month, Carrie wrote a heartbreaking post saying this loss was too great to put into words. She said he was the epitome of cool, describing him riding up to her cabin on his motorcycle to write. She said, "I always loved hearing him sing Cowboy Casanova because the sassy girl anthem should have sounded ridiculous coming from a macho dude like him, but somehow he even made that cool." She also added, "Brett loved the Lord, which is the only comfort we can hold on to now. I won't ever sing one note of them again without thinking of him." Now, Carrie, in a heartfelt message shared online, is dedicating her SiriusXM countdown to celebrate his life and music. Here's a little bit of that emotional message from Carrie Underwood, dedicating her show to the late, great Brett James.
Hopefully we can take everything that we have learned from Brett with us and continue to write amazing songs, maybe inspired by him.
So this clearly hits hard for her, not just professionally, but personally. And we're sending our thoughts and prayers out to the family and friends and loved ones of Brett James. Rest in peace.